I'm Tristan, I play bass.
I'm Oscar, I play guitar.
I'm Andrea, I also play guitar.
I'm Frankie, I do vocals.
And I'm Riley, I play drums.
Can you guys briefly talk about the origins of the name and how you guys came together?
Oh yeah. You talk about the name?
Yeah, sure. So Andrea and I started the project like 2 years ago roughly. We came up with the name like on the train one day in Boston, just talking about how Slam and Sandwich could possibly go together. And yeah, we originally started out as a Slam project, so the name was made sense for that, but you know, we transcended into deathcore more or less.
It pretty much started like I had just gotten to college. I got there late, so I hit up Frankie on Instagram because she was into metal. So I was like, damn, I really want a metal friend. And she wanted to start something on vocals because she plays bass in another band. So we were both into Fetus. So we started jamming like Dying Fetus, Making the Cadaver in our fucking dorm room. We got a noise complaint super early on. And it was great. And then we like eventually started writing riffs. It turned into like more deathcore shit. And then when we had like a couple songs, like we reached out to Riley, and then the whole band formed like right after that.
So you guys are from Boston, formed in Boston, but
Yes.
you do have a bit of a South Florida connection.
We do.
Yes.
Can you expand on that a bit?
Yeah, so I grew up in Miami, like Doral area. I was there like my whole life. I like was kind of part of the scene, like didn't really have a band here, but I went to Boston for college and I was like, holy shit, like I'm seeing everybody pop off, like especially deathcore shit like Lilith, Tracheotomy just popping off down here, so I like wanted to come down here. So we came down here for the first time like a year ago, almost a year ago to today.
Yeah.
And like we wanted to come back and do it again because it was literally so fucking awesome.
The scene here is sick as fuck.
Yeah, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Simon from Tracheotomy. How did that feature come about?
So I mean, we just kind of hit him up. I mean, you met him before.
Yeah, it was. I played for Lilith for a while, which is how we like came up with like we played that show, and then they asked me to be their guitarist because I was here for the summer and like not in college. So I played with them for a while, and I met Simon through them. And then when we wanted somebody to feature on one of the songs for the EP, like it was super last minute, and we like hit him up, and he was super down to do it. So like it was the last thing that was recorded.
Yeah.
And we like thought we weren't gonna get it in time, but he literally like got it because like every night he went to record, like they canceled on him. So, but like finally last day we needed to get it in time. Like he sent it to us. And that's how it happened. Yeah.
So one of your first shows was down here, right?
It was like while we were starting, we had only been a band for like 4 months.
Yeah. It was like I don't know what number, but it was a little bit into
like pretty
our
early
shows.
But not long after that, you guys were touring.
Yeah.
Without music too. So
yeah, we didn't have music out.
Yeah, we started touring like before we had music out, but like our first kind of official tour was in August.
So what was the thought process to starting a tour even without music?
We just love like touring. We love playing. We love live shows.
We thought we wanted kind of like a crowd before like some bands see it differently. They want like to have music to show for their stuff, but we kind of wanted to have a crowd who would listen to it when it would come out.
Yeah.
So we just like kind of try to amass as many people that liked our live energy because we thought that was one of the coolest parts of our band was like how we play live. And so when the EP came out, they already kind of knew the songs and wanted to hear it. So.
Currently, you're on tour with Lilith's Demise, another South Florida core band. How did that come about?
So, like I said earlier, I kind of like we played that show in Miami, and like Anna literally like she came up to do horror, and then after the show was like, "Holy shit, we need a guitarist! Like, are you here?" And I was like, "I'm here for 2 months. I could do it for 2 months, and then I have to dip out. Like, if that works for you." Like, I thought she would say no, but she was like, "Yeah, just do it." I did like a single with them and did a music video, and then when I left, I told them like, hey, we should get something together again because we had only gone to Miami, so we really wanted to do Tampa and Orlando because I heard the scene was also fucking cool there, and it is.
Yeah.
We loved Orlando especially. So yeah, me and Anna kind of put it together, like hitting up Jeff because he wanted to help out. So.
Yeah, it also worked out because we've both been working with the same record label, Been There Seen That.
Shout out Been There Seen That.
Yeah, shout out Ryan and Keith. But yeah, that also worked out for us because of that connection as well.
Yeah, and our drops were like relatively about the same time, so good promo for us.
Yeah, we got the dual EP release.
Have there been any hurdles so far touring as like maybe a young band? Have you come across any obstacles?
Yeah, I think just dialing in our equipment has been a hurdle that we've tried to overcome, and we're just working really hard to try to dial in our sound as best as possible with guitar tones and drum tones and bass tones
Definitely.
and vocals and pretty much everything in and out.
Yeah, I think we've been trying to work together as much as possible. Since we're like on a budget, a lot of our gear is like what we grew up playing with,
Yeah.
you know, not like shit we bought for this band specifically. So that's definitely a next step. The reason we're touring, like we want to make money to like make those moves. But yeah, gear, flying on a plane with gear is really fucking annoying. Like
yeah.
not knowing who's gonna backline something.
Yeah, I think
backline
gear is
too.
probably the most stressful part about any
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And every show, like, there's, I don't know, we have different setups because I mean here like we couldn't bring all our gear and whatnot, so we had to borrow.
We sound different every night.
Yeah, but
As a band, though,
Try.
I feel like we haven't gone through like that many hurdles. We've pretty much been on like the same page and like gotten through everything.
yeah.
Great to work with these people.
So the EP is out now. It's called Bloodthirst, commands this Hellscape.
Yep.
Can you talk about, I guess, the approach to writing and how you guys come up with your songs and the writing process?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, it starts with you on guitar. Andrea does like the bulk of the guitar writing and whatnot. And then we kind of just all jam it together. You come up with drums.
Yeah,
And then you guys lay over everything else, bass and second guitar. And then I'm always thinking of vocal patterns, like, and lyrics and concepts. We're super into like concepts and like the lore of our shit, so I guess. So
Yeah.
like we came up with a whole like meaning and like I guess sort of concept EP for Bloodthirst Commands Hellscape. Like
Yeah, that was definitely the inspiration for stuff. Like we never wanted to be necessarily like food themed, I guess. But like we wanted, like we were like, holy shit, what if we do Satan's Deli? Like cannibals come in, eat like bad people that we've turned into food, and like it was definitely a joke at first, like more
Yeah.
skin fondant, liquidizing. We just really like puns and stuff.
yeah,
So-
double meanings is our shit.
So
Like,
it starts with like some sort of concept, and then we go from there.
Yeah, a lot of it's like metaphors for just things that we don't like. And we have our character that's on the EP, the Butcher, who does all the crazy shit. all the,
Now, would you guys say that is there emphasis on technical or I guess maybe more mosh parts? Do you prioritize one over the other?
it's about a blend.
When I'm writing, usually it's just like intuition based. I don't really say like I need a technical part or I want a mosh part. I obviously like I like both because I like playing tech parts and like we all like playing tech parts and we also like seeing people mosh. So I guess it's just like it comes from like one riff. It's usually a tech riff and then everything else develops from there. Like just dropping shit really hard after like having a really fast tech riff happen.
Yeah, we like shit chaotic. A lot of like,
But,
back and forth.
Definitely would never give up the tech part. That's like for me the most important
Yeah.
thing that makes those like hard parts hit.
I think too, like our different inspirations musically contribute a lot to the writing process as well, like and how each part fits together. Like I come from more of a like metalcore, hardcore background, and Andrea.
Big tech death fan.
Yeah.
Brutal
So
death
it's kind of
fan.
a fusion, I guess.
Yeah, that's the cool part. Like if I get to write a tech part and then Riley gets to lay some like really fucking like hard domas on it, like fusion of all those genres.
The most important dichotomy of the band is the blend between Riley's influences and Andrea's, I think. It's a nice contrast to have like this really hard-hitting like hardcore influence mixed with just crazy tech shit. I think that's what the core of Slamwich is.
Honestly.
And then Frankie lays down some fucking disgusting vocals on it and we call it a song.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned misconceptions, like people thinking maybe that the band is all food themed.
Yes.
What would you say is like a misconception about maybe your musical taste? Like, I'm sure you guys don't always listen to metal.
Oof. Yeah.
Not always. Reggaeton is bumping.
Literally,
Yeah.
like, we've been listening to Bad Yell, like, this whole trip. Definitely, we'll pull up to the show like that. Plan B, can't, yeah. All the stuff Bad Bunny in the car. I like we love slam. Like I think all of us, like our main genre is maybe not Tristan, but our main genre is metal.
Yeah.
But we all have different like side tastes.
Oh, definitely.
That we share together all the time. And I think like sometimes it's cool to not like to listen to other shit that's not metal, because like it gives you inspiration to like we want to write a reggaeton beat like over a fucking song.
Yeah.
Just like different elements of music.
Awesome. So what do you guys have coming up? Any plans for the near future? That you can speak about?
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tristan?
Y'all want to take
No, you were start.
No, go ahead, bro.
Just come in here.
Come in here.
2 tours!
Yeah.
2 big ones! Big kahunas and an EP release show. When's this coming out?
Yeah. The EP release show
If
is
it
on
comes
Friday.
out and you're in Boston, we're playing next Friday.
Yeah. We have an EP release show, a tour with Slugs in the Northeast, a 9 Dead tour, and potentially planning a summer tour that's going to be a 2-weekender all across the East Coast. But that's just shows. As for music, we're literally planning
Writing
a
an album.
fucking
5
album.
months. 5 months.
5-month album. It's going to be
December,
kind of,
baby.
yeah, it's
December 2024.
you heard it here first.
Don't take our word for that because you never know what happens.
Yeah,
You never know. But yeah.
That's the plan. Way more brutal, way more evil, and hopefully more seasons.